Hi guys, my name is Sophia Carey and I am a British photographer. Welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to be discussing something that I've not discussed in great detail on this channel before, and that is the actual business of So I've had a lot of people ask me to do some more videos about, the process of running a photography business that doesn't actually include taking the photos. And if you follow me over on Instagram, then recently you'll know that I put a little story up about a spreadsheet system that I use to kind of keep myself organized. From the back of that story, I had a ton of people asking me questions, asking what my spreadsheet entailed, could I send them a template, etc. So what I thought I'd do in this video is kind of just show you guys the spreadsheet that I actually use to keep myself organized, keep my photography business running smoothly. And I've also got a free template for you guys to download if you want to use the same spreadsheet that I do. If you can hear my laptop whirring, I'm so sorry. It's like just booting up so I can show you this template, but it's really making a lot of noise. But yeah, the story that kind of made me get my act together and set up this organization system was I was at a wedding last year, shooting the wedding in London. On my break, I got a DM saying, what time do you want to meet tomorrow? Or the day after or something like that. It was a day or two after the wedding. And I was thinking, that's really strange. Like, we haven't actually decided where we're meeting yet. And in London, you tend to decide on what area of London you're shooting in prior to the shoot because it's such a big area. So I went back through the DMs. I was trying to find like where I'd said that I would meet this client. And then I realized that the shoot was actually in Manchester and I was in London. So like last minute, I was like, right, I need to book a train up, and the travel actually cost me more than the shoot paid me. But obviously it was my mistake, so I couldn't charge any travel fees. So after that kind of fiasco, I was like, right, I need to sort myself out. I need to get a spreadsheet. I need to be more organized. I need to know where I'm going, what I'm doing, how much I'm being paid, if the contract's been sent, if the deposit's been paid, and I need to know everything at all times because I'm too stressed. So the spreadsheet that I'll be showing you guys today, I've personally been implementing for a few months now, and honestly, it is the best thing I've done. I am not as stressed at all. As long as I remember to keep the spreadsheet updated, I kind of, just need to check like who am I shooting that day, that week. I have all their contact information, etc. So it's like a really simple tool, but a really effective tool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just walk you guys through the template. As you can see, this isn't actually the spreadsheet that obviously I'm using because it's not got any of my like client information. That's not something I'm going to be sharing today. So I've just kind of mocked up this fresh template with some like fake clients, Jane Doe and John Smith. Very original, I know. So as you can see in this first column, we just have the name of the client, keeping it really simple. And then I have two columns for contacts. So for example, I might have a contact which is an email address, and as well a contact that is their Instagram handle. I find it really useful to keep two contacts just in case one of them changes, or people change their Instagram handles a lot, so it's just easier to have more than one contact, as well as if you need someone's email to send them files, for example, or contracts, having everything in the spreadsheet is a lot easier like that. So onto the fourth column, I have the date of the shoot. Really important, and I organise all my shoots from the date. As you can see, we've got January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. If I've missed any out, let me know, but I think that's all 12 months. Then over to these columns here, we have the contract, the deposit, the remainder, has it been shot, has it been edited, has it been sent. So with these columns, what I do is I personally colour coordinate them. So coordinate, is that really the word I'm looking for? Colour. Anyway, I use colours to kind of signify what, if it's been done or not. So for me, if a column is green, it means like I've sent the contract's been sent back, signed, done. If it's orange, that means, so I might have sent the contract, but they've not sent it back to me yet. And if it's red, it means I've not sent the contract and they've not replied with the contract either. And obviously with shot and edit and sent, there's nothing for them to do. That's just all on me. Have I shot it? If yes, it's green. If no, it's red, basically. And then over to this column is the hours, so I know how many hours I'm going to work. In this example, I'm using the idea of shooting £100 an hour, just to keep it really simple. So after that, we have a price column. So if we're shooting for 2 hours at £100 an hour, I'm going to be paid £200. It's also really nice to keep this information in case your pricing structure changes, so that you know what price you agreed on at the time of taking the shoot. The next column is important, as you can probably guess from my story, and that just basically tells me what location I'm shooting in. So these two locations, so the first one, Castlefield, is an area of Manchester, and that's highlighted yellow, as you can see by my key over here. Yellow means it's in Manchester. And then the one underneath it, Camden, an area of London, so that's blue, which is corresponding to London on this key I've got. I've also put in Liverpool and Leeds, just as those are some areas that I tend to cater for, but of course you can change the areas depending on which areas you cater for personally. So the additional comments section is basically for me to say, oh, I might be shooting a YouTube video that day, or what kind of shoot is it? Do I need to remember anything else? Are any people coming that are going to be filming behind the scenes, etc.? And that's just like it says, additional comments. And then the column that says referral is talking about, well, the referral. How have I got that job? Is it through Instagram? Is it through my website? Is it through YouTube, etc.? Sometimes you won't know that just through how they kind of contact you, but if you actually speak to your client and ask them, how did you find me, etc., then it's a useful thing to note down so that you can have a look and be like, oh, these methods are working best for me at the moment. And then over on this little bit of a different table, I guess, it's a predictions table, I have my predicted income and how many shoots that is. So the spreadsheet sums as such are really, really simple. As you can see, I'm just using sum and then the different cells that I need to be adding up to work out how much I'll be paid that month. And for the column that tells me how many shoots I've got, I've just got count and then the cells of the, I think it's the hours one I'm using. No, it's the price one again, which just counts how many numbers are in that column, if that makes sense, or within that selection. So as we can see here, in January, it's telling me that based on these shoots that we put in the spreadsheet, I'd make £300 over 2 shoots. But of course, if I added another one, let's say, I don't need to add all that, you guys get the gist. If I go across and I add, I don't know, like a 4-hour shoot for 400, it's going to update that. And now it says that, oh look, in January, I'm going to make £700 over 3 shoots. So yeah, the system that I use to stay organised and keep my shoots like up to date and me knowing what's going on in my life is really simple. If you do have any questions, leave them below and I'll do my best to answer them. But as I said at the beginning, there will be a link in the description where you can download this template if you would like to use it for free. So this was just a really quick, short, simple video to kind of share with you guys a tiny part of my my process, my work flow as such. If there are other things business related or not business related to photography that you want to know, let me know in the comments and we will try our best to, I will try my best to create that content and get it out to you guys. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys in the next one.